Hey folks, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Atomic Diecast, and in this video we're going to review the 58th anniversary set from Hot Wheels, which just came out in early December of 25. And if you're not familiar with the anniversary sets, each year Hot Wheels produces 6 cars in celebration of their existence since 1968. And these just hit the stores in December of 25. And the first 6 cars that they came out with are the 70 Camaro, the 92 Honda Civic, the 87 Dodge D1000 truck, the Subaru Brat, which is what we're looking at here, and the Corvette Stingray, which is a chase car. I don't know the exact production quantities of the chase cars. I would assume it's probably one per display or case. And I was in Safeway about a month ago and saw these, out in front of the counter, and I noticed the 70 Camaro. That jumped out at me. I collect Camaros, so I immediately bought that one. And then I noticed that, if you buy 5 cars, it's not $1.25 each. It's 5 for 5, or $1 each. So I said, well, what the heck? I'll just buy all 5. So I got the Camaro, the Civic, the Dodge, the Subaru Brat. I did look through, and the Bone Shaker. I forgot to mention the Bone Shaker's the other car. I did look through the entire case. They did not have the Corvette Stingray Chase. Didn't expect to find it. I think somebody got there before I did, but that's fine. And in bringing them home, I was putting them into my spreadsheet, and I noticed I don't have but a few Subaru Brats, like 3 or 4. They've done them for quite a few years now from Hot Wheels, and they're all still on the blister, so I thought I'd open this one. And why did I choose the Subaru Brat for this video? Why not the Bone Shaker or the Dodge D1000 truck? There's no good reason. Other than when I was a kid, I really liked Subaru Brats because they had a unique feature, which I'll get into more detail in a minute, but they had jump seats in the rear bed. And when I was young, I just thought that was kind of odd and somewhat cool. And so for that reason, and because I've never opened a Brat from Hot Wheels, this is the first. Like I said, all the other ones are still on the card. I thought I'd review it. So let me get into the Subaru Brat itself, and then I'll talk about this casting. So Subaru Brats were made from 1950. I'm sorry, what am I thinking? 1978. I got 58 on the mind. 1978 to 1994. And they were small, lightweight utility vehicles. They were really more like a car in terms of their size and the type of suspension they use, but you could put stuff in the back. They had small engines, either 1.6 or 1.8 liter inline 4. And again, the really neat thing about them was they had jump seats in the rear bed. They faced the tailgate, they were up against the rear window. And I won't get into all of the history on this, but the reason that Subaru did this was to get around something called the chicken tax. And it would just take me too long to explain what the chicken tax was, but it was a tit for tat type tariff thing that was going on between the U.S. and other countries back then. And part of this import tariff that the U.S. was levying was a 25% fee on light trucks. And so to get around that, Subaru put 2 plastic jump seats in the back. They were bolted onto metal brackets that were welded to the bed. And that in turn made them a passenger vehicle. And then, so basically they got around the whole light truck thing. And instead of being assessed a 25% import fee, they were assessed something like 3 or 4. So they saved money on that. Eventually the tariffs were eased. The jump seats were eliminated by Subaru in 1986. And as I recall, I think Subaru stopped importing Brats altogether to the U.S. in 1987, probably due to low sales. They sold well in the late 70s and early 80s, and then they kind of tailed off from there. This casting is a pretty nice one. I really do like the blue and gold that they chose within this anniversary set. Sometimes the color combinations that they use for the anniversaries aren't that I don't know. They just don't do it for me, but the gold and the blue does. And the only difference between these and the chase car is that the 5 main anniversary cars are blue with gold accenting. The chase car is gold with blue accenting. Small difference. They all have gold-plated plastic bases. And Hot Wheels did a good job of using the plastic base to form the exhaust tips that you'll see sticking out the side, and they also used it to create the pusher bar in the front. No headlight or taillight detailing. I wouldn't have expected that on a mainline. They did do gold accenting on the wheels. The roll bar that you see is actually formed from the metal casting itself, so it's made of Zamac. The plastic seats in the back, those are formed from the black plastic interior. I wish they'd done a different color. You just can't see them that well. If they'd done maybe a beige interior or something, you would have picked out the seats quicker, or at least it would have grabbed your eye faster than the black on very dark blue. But if you can see them. And all in all, pretty nice casting. The paint is good. There's no blisters or bubbles or any major imperfections. The wheels are Baja 5s. They're very, very knobby. I don't know what that's going to mean for roll testing, but at a minimum, they're probably going to make some noise. And I weighed this one. It's 35 grams, so it's about what you'd expect. And we'll now take it over to the track and see how it does. All right, as I said, these tires have ridges on them. Sometimes that hurts how they roll, sometimes it doesn't. But we'll find out. Breaking them in. I'll always do that before you roll test. Just get them limbered up. So here's number 1. Okay, not quite 3, and it does make a lot of noise. 2.5. Not good. Goes straight. It doesn't pull, but I think the ridges on these tires are hurting it. Yeah, 2.5. So we couldn't even get it to 3, so I'd say this one's below average. Usually larger diameter tires go farther because every rotation you've got more circumference, but this one just didn't cut it. But anyways, I really do like the casting. I like the color combination on this 58th anniversary set. And so if you get a chance to get them, I recommend all 5. And if you can find a Chase, the Corvette Stingray, definitely get that one. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll do this again soon. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.